what must a person do to be saved? What is the plan of salvation as you understand it? Right? So we have another discussion this evening. It's plenty reading, but I don't want to do too much reading this evening. I would have some reading to do, but I want to hear from you all. What do you understand by there is no good thing in me and I can do nothing of myself? What do you understand by Philippians 2:13? For it is God which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure. How does that play in our soul salvation? I'll pass the mics around. So any one of the questions you all want to tackle with the temptations, why Jesus had to fast 40 days? Hold this on. How can a person be saved? How is a person saved? Why it is in heaven, these are all questions I'm asking. Why it is in heaven, full miracles in your name. We have done all these good deeds in your name. How is it possible Jesus can say, depart from me, I know you not, ye workers of iniquity?
Step of Christ, walk within the 10 commandments.
No strength.
Trust him.
Satan is not saved us. Come, we want to hear people, pass the mic around.
The reason why, to my understanding and believing, the reason why Satan believe and tremble is because he had so much knowledge about God. He understands fully well God is all righteous, God is powerful to destroy them, and he still choose to disobey. So he how to say it, right? He know that. So that is why he man think.
But that maybe most men don't have that. Let me hear Sister Shirley. Sister Shirley, what do you think of that? Any thoughts?
I can't explain it.
So far, so good. So far, so good.
I think that one of them didn't know how to obey properly. Because you say you have
pause there, pop in there. You said they didn't know how to obey. So is it that they didn't fully understand the mechanism or the technique or the way in order to be saved? Because I remember reading a passage of scripture that says, Israel seek after their own righteousness. Israel was lost in order to obtain salvation. So Sister Lynette, hand going up. So, I mean, yes, Sister Lynette. I saw it on your shoulder, so, oh, that wasn't up. Okay.
Something, Brother Lawrence said just now. But he taught me, but
okay, I like that word you introduced. The total conversion was not there. But is it a feeling on God's part? Because we know God is the one brings the conviction. So if you're saying a total conversion isn't there, is it that God feeling in his part not to fully convert the person? Or is it that we preventing the conversion? And if we preventing the conversion, how do we become converted then? Because I agree with the point that they were not fully converted. But then we say that is God brings the conviction. And God has to convert the person. So how is that? How is their failure in that?
I believe that Christ showed the perfect example while he fasts for 40 days. If we leave a battery without charging, it could lose its charge. So that 40 days was godly. And this is what we need in fasting and praying, to get that total energize, to carry us through, to understand how to be connected with God in that fullness.
And having need of being recharged. So a man is converted when he's like a battery, totally, solely dependent on God to charge him. So is it that we're supposed to say something, or because the whole work is of the Lord?
Yes, the whole work is of the Lord, but that in the word constantly and praying constantly and talking about God constantly to have that fullness and faith that we can hold on, and didn't understand what he was all about. So now we learn from their mistake to understand how we can be that right path, have that right path onto God and Jesus Christ. Because without that, even though this is why Lucifer felt that he could have been like God, because he was so full that he just missed the point that he feel that he could have been overfull. But without that connection, he realized he's not full.
All right, look, Sister Lucille. Sister Lucille first, then you, then
I just
Ella
want
Balfour.
to answer. Work is relying on Christ. It's not like a physical, like how we will physically build our house, but even surrendering to Christ, even like totally relying, saying that you have no strength of your own and you're relying to it, just like how Christ relied on the Father. That is a work. We might seem as though it's not physically raising your hand or whatever, but it is a work. It's to me, it's very, very hard because we are flesh and we think carnally. It is very hard, fleshy-wise, to rely on another person other than yourself. So I think it's really hard to just let go and say, Christ, take over. That is a work, that is very hard.
Okay, so before Sister Lucille, come on, let me just see what I understand so far. Sister Amina spoke about believing. Sister Isadora spoke about the knowledge. I like the point with the battery. So we have to, and about baptism and all these things. So we have to have belief, first of all, but no man could obtain belief just like that. How do we get belief? We must have a knowledge. How do we get in knowledge? We must, like the battery, have a source